my first time doing stand-up comedy in London. It's very cool to be performing in the West End. I know Les Miserables is running here because it was in the news. I guess there was some climate change activist that interrupted a showing of Les Miserables, and I guess it was so much they had to cancel the show that day. Which some people think that stuff is unnecessary or it's rude, but I think humanity needs to do everything it can to stop Les Miserables. Touring a lot this year. Now I'm touring in Europe. When I started touring, all my comedian friends were like, "Oh, you're going on tour? You're going to be drowning. You're going to be drowning in pussy." And I was like, "Well, good thing my girlfriend got me these floaties." She's half British, so only her upper teeth are fucked up. I love it here. I'll be honest with you. I really do. I just love the respect you have for history. I mean, you have so many things like from the 1600s, buildings and monuments and your breakfast. Any New Yorkers here? Hell yeah. Did you move here?
I did.
Because I'll be honest, I have had such a good time. I'm like, should I? So tell me, okay, I heard it do it. Someone who works for the government, I guess. What are the downsides to living here?
No Mexican rice.
No Mexican food? Okay. If so many downsides, I asked him and then 10 other people were like, oh, I'll tell you what's up.
Yeah, no, but you know how like they say in New York, like they stab you in the front, and in California, they stab you in the back?
I don't know that phrase, actually. I grew up upper middle class, so there was very little stabbing amongst anybody. But sure, okay. In New York, they stab you in the front. In California, they stab you in the back.
No.
And then, what, in Britain, they just colonize you? I'll tell you one thing about Britain I don't really like is that fucking bell ringing in the middle of our set.
They just don't take confrontation well.
Yeah, they get like, ooh. Like
Literally.
Do they not yell? That's the thing, New Yorkers, we yell.
Exactly.
We yell. I know that I was at an airport in Mobile, Alabama, and what is it counting? Like how many years King Charles has been alive? It's got to be done, right? What is it counting? The hours? No?
Well, it's not even 6 yet, so I don't know what it's doing.
What if it's broken and it's like this for the rest of the show? It's like when a car alarm goes off. I feel like the king's got the keys. He can be like, what did you come here for?
I just didn't want to be, like I grew up in New York, I'm a New Yorker, but I didn't want to like live in one place my whole life, but where do you go from New York?
Sure. Do you have a job is what I'm asking, basically? You sound like it sounds like you stab people for a living. Try going to a church. Well, it's a very liberal church, more of a yoga studio. It was a Unitarian Universalist.
Yeah.
You've heard about
Woo!
Yeah?
I was raised UU, yeah.
Yeah?
My mom's Jewish, but I was raised UU, yeah.
You. I thought you were saying me. And I was like, that's how you can tell it's not a serious religion already. Tell me what are like the tenets of UU?
It's basically you're accepting of all who are accepting of everyone. Yeah. And then you get very comprehensive sexual education as well. Yeah. Very comprehensive.
Well, you got a convert over here right away. He was like, treat everyone nice. Whoa, sex? What is this? You get very comprehensive.
Very comprehensive. Yeah, when you're 13.
It sounds like you mean the kind that like priests give at Catholic church? But like, what do you mean? Like during the sermon, they say, treat each other like you want to be treated. When you want to come, then they want to come.
When you're like 13, you go to this class called Our Whole Lives. Owl?
Wait, how do they spell whole? H-O-L. Okay, say it one more time.
Our Whole Lives, called Owl.
Owl.
Yeah, it's very, very comprehensive sex ed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You keep saying very, and like, what do you mean? What did they tell you at 13?
Like we saw everything. Like we saw pictures of everyone having sex.
But like, is there a lesson attached, or did the teacher just show porn at church? We saw everything, doggy style, reverse cowgirl, missionary. There's the religion for you. Do you feel like it prepared you? It did.
I think so.
Do you have a lover here tonight? Were you like amazed at all the different positions you knew? Were you like, why are you saying a prayer during the blowjobs? It's like, I'm praying you'll finish now. Round of applause to your divorced parents. Make some noise. Yes. I love it. You were excited about it. How old were you when your parents got divorced?
Like 7, 6.
Do you remember how they told you?
We're gonna stay at your grandmother's house for a bit. And the bit just became longer.
Oh, okay. Well, they really phrased it as delicately as possible. We're seeing grandma today and never dad again. Did you go back and forth growing up?
With them.
Yeah. Not my parents. You're like, oh. Yeah.
Every weekend with the dad.
Every week with the dad. Was one more fun than the other?
My mom.
Really?
Yeah.
What made her more fun?
She let me tattoo at 16, so.
What the fuck?
She wanted to win the competition.
What was the competition that involved tattooing a 16-year-old?
But who was a better dad? Parent.
Oh, so that's what it was. You wanted a tattoo.
Yeah.
You went to your dad and he was like, that's a stupid. Like, what was the tattoo going to be? Or was it going to be whichever parent let you do it? It's like, it's dad or mom. It's up to you. What was the tattoo of?
It's literally that. Whoever won is my mom's last name now.
Okay. If your dad had let you do it, would it have been his last name?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think that's good. She paid for it. Yeah, she fucking paid for it. It's her name. I mean, she won the custody battle right then and there. She's like, well, I put a branding on him. It's mine now. Did you ever have any step-parents?
My mom's have a boyfriend now, so yeah.
Yeah? Did you like him?
He's rich, so yeah.
He'll buy all the tattoos I want. But tell me, because I don't know, maybe I could consider moving to London. What's shitty about London?
The food.
Okay, one at a time. You guys were excited about that. You're like, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. Someone said the food. You said it. Okay, all right, listen, give people a chance. His parents got divorced when he was very young. Okay? So the food, you don't like the food?
English food.
Yeah, but you don't have to get the English food.
Exactly. But it will be like, going to a circus and not seeing a clown. It's everywhere.
Okay, I see what you're saying. There's an interesting, you pulled out that metaphor really quickly. It was incredible. Are you in the circus? Are you really?
Yeah.
You are? Who would have known? The boy whose mom let him get a tattoo at 16 joined the circus. You told your dad, like, I'm gonna get a big red tattoo right over my nose. He's like, no son, you're 8 years old. What do you do in the circus? Comedy? Like this kind of comedy or like that guy? I also dabble. It's like clowning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fascinated. What?
It's very much like this, but
It's like this? No, you just describe, like, you talk or do you not talk?
sometimes I talk, sometimes.
Okay, then it's very much not like this at all. That's all I do, and once in a while I move. What's your clown name?
No, I don't have to name myself.
You don't have to name yourself. Okay. I didn't mean to offend. I apologize. What's like a bit that you do?
Basically, sometimes I used to just like just insult people.
All right.
I like that.
You're not. I hope. I don't mean to ask you. Insult me.
I would insult you.
I want you to insult me.
No.
Come on, insult me. Insult me.
How
Come on.
how fine is the line?
How fine is the line?
Yeah.
How?
Am I gonna get cancer and not even like showing my face?
I mean, don't call me a slur. Or anything. No, you're not gonna get canceled. Your face will not be shown.
No.
Go for it.
It's difficult when everyone's looking at you and not me.
Oh, sure. I'm looking right at you, buddy.
I mean, if it's something, I will have mentioned the nostrils.
The nostrils.
Yeah.
Okay, what about my nostrils? Give it to me. Does this help?
I would say, are you related to Kate Moss?
Okay. Keep it going, brother.
You know, when you watch Wolf of Wall Street, you have to follow the money making, not the cocaine making.
Good. I like it.
And that's it. No, that's it.
Okay.
That's not me. I think
You thought that was the line? You thought I was gonna be like, get the fuck out of here right now. We were having a good time, and then you said I was related to the beautiful Kate Moss. How